There was a very talkative crowd. This is Chris Harden, I think. We grew up together, but he wouldn't wait for me. Kept going. And we made a movie, Shabbos HaGodol, the big Shabbos, and the Kurze Freitag, and Short Friday. That was it. You see how I'm ad-libbing? I do. Would you like to say something?
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's sing a little bit. Let's warm up the room for a minute or two, and then we'll do a short marav, and then we have two wonderful, wonderful cantors. They'll do a 3.5-hour performance, which I know you're going to just love. So put us in, let's say, D minor. Check, 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 Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Wow. So far, you are pretty good, pretty good. Put us in C minor. May the Lord, who hears our prayer, from his dwelling place abide, bless our people everywhere with peace, shalom. Everybody, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Boy, I thought I was Saul Zim there for a minute. Kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. The great poet laureate of the Jewish people, Chaim Nachman Bialik, said, even more than the Jewish people kept the Shabbos, Shabbos kept the Jewish people. So, would you please rise and turn to, I think it's page 1 or 2, you don't need the words, but sing with me in F minor. Shalom Aleich. Everybody join us. Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elio. Page 1. Mi Melech, Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Page 13. Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom. Malachei Elyon. Yimelech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashalom Malachei Malachei Elyon Vimelech Malachei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Please remain standing. We begin the Mariv service with a call to prayer, Baruch Hu, which is on page 28. Join me. Lai, 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 lai. Hey, lai, 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 lai. Hey, lai, 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 lai. We continue silently with the first paragraph in the English or Hebrew on page 28. You may be seated if you like. תמיד תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם עבד ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב הרבים. Silently on page 29, Ahavat Olam, or in English at the bottom of the other side of the page. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu he'uvahem negei yomam v'layla. Let me hear. Ki hem chayenu he'uvahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem negei yomam Adonai, Ohev Amo, Israel. Turn the page. Shema. Silently in the English or Hebrew to the conclusion of the Shema on the next page. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים אל אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen. Page 32 or 33 in the English or Hebrew. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה בני ישראל לכנו שירה בזמרה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך מי כמוך נדר בקודש נוער יד תהילות עוזף מלכות רבנך בוקי הים לבני משה זה אלינו יאמרו אדוני מלך לעולם מבוער ונאמר גיברנו יעקב ינו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גואל ישראל. In English or Hebrew, page 33. V'rovos aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai haborei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim ve'shamru bnei Yisrael לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריתו אליו ושמרו לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריתו אליו ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש Please rise as we begin the Chatzi Kaddish. כל בית ישראל וגר ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולם ביודמיה When you've completed the Amidah, you may be seated. We are on page 48. שמי דקודשו וריחולי למיקו בחד ושאלת וחד ונחמת דמירום יום וימרו תתגבר צלוטון ובאוטון לכל ישראל קודם אבינו בשמיה וימרו שמרבו וישמעו וחיים עלינו על כל ישראל וימרו עושה שלום ורב יעשי שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו. And we rise again for just a moment for the Aleinu. Please join us. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol. Made a mistake. לפני מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעלה שירת זו בגבי מרחבים הוא אלוהינו Elokeinu Kakadu V'torado V'yonado Ayom Ve'ashivota Ki Adonai Hua Elohim Ve'alaretz Ve'alaretz V'itochad Ein Hod Al Keni Kavod Chanu L'Sakin L'Machu Shalom Belach Shabbat ככתוב בתורתך אדוני אלוהיך לעולם יבעט ונאמר ויאמרו יהיה אדוני אחד ושם ושם אחד.
Even in moments of joy, we remember those who have gone before us. The words of Mourner's Kaddish found on page 52. We'll ask those who recite the Kaddish in memory of loved ones to remain standing. Everyone else may please be seated. It's a custom in our community that if someone's standing up alone and you're sitting near them, stand up with them so that no one needs to mourn or grieve alone when friends and family are present. We'd like to welcome Doran and Lori back to the community together with Jeremy and Benji, of course, to remember your dear mother. May God bring you comfort and strength as you remember her remarkable, remarkable life. The words of Kaddish, Yit Gadal v'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Ve'almad divrach chirutei ve'amlich malchutei v'chaye echon uv'yom echon uv'chaye dechal beit Yisrael v'agalau v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam olmei olmaya yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit ramam v'yit naseh v'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shemei dekudsha brichu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata Tush bechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. And if everyone will now stand for just one more moment, we'll complete the service with the chanting of Shabbos Kiddush. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Yaakov, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza b'anu v'shabbat kodsho b'yahava u'v'ratzon yinchilanu zikaron le'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila want you to do, before you sit down, I want you to look down the row where you're sitting and find the person with the most expensive gym membership. And pass the books to that person. Pass all the books to that person. In Yiddish, that's called azoy stark. So pass it to the starker on your row. And those who get the books, bring them up here and put them down on this table, please.
I know you'll remember.
Should we lose this?
Such a poor memory. That's next month.
Should we lose this?
I'll do that. Yeah. Ooh, thank you. I totally forgot. I'll do it.
Are you sure? This twice. Talk about a few things and we'll get going.
I'm not using a mic. How are you?
It's like a stage crew. This is wonderful.
How you doing?
How
Good
you
to
doing?
see you.
It's wonderful.
Everything good?
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
in a building with 3 maintenance staff, none of whom are ever there, and 2 of whom don't speak English. You're going to set up your own chairs and with your own mic.
Chicago unions. That's right. Please come and have a seat. Please come and find a seat again. Some Friday night we're not going to have a service. We're just going to let you come and schmooze for 2 hours. And you can go home and tell your family that it was the best spiritual night of your life. Welcome, I'm Rabbi Feinstein. It's a joy to have you here. Once a month, Valley Beth Shalom spends a Friday night celebrating Jewish culture. We call this Farbrengen, which means to gather in and to sit down and to enjoy Jewish culture. We typically do this on the 3rd Friday night of the month. So next month, which is November, the 3rd Friday night of the month will be the 16th of November, and Cantor Fox is going to welcome us to a night of Jewish comedy. Let My People Laugh. He brings 2 wonderful comedians, right? Who are they this year? Monica and Scott. Yes. And the funny thing is that the 2 of us are usually funnier than the comedian, but that's okay. But please come and enjoy. And as we go through the year, if you look on the Valley Beth Shalom website, which is on the computer, vbs.com, org, vbs.org. If you go to .com, you get pictures of rabbis with, anyway. But you'll see all the things that we do. Just take this down just a little bit because it's feeding back. Thanks. I love Herschel Fox. I love Herschel Fox. I love Herschel Fox on weekdays because he comes in the building with a smile on his face, and no matter how miserable life is in the shul that day, it's always better when Herschel comes in. I really love Herschel Fox on Shabbos because he brings such joy to his prayers and such warmth to the synagogue. I really love Herschel Fox on Yom Tif. 6:35 p.m. on Yom Kippur, when your belly is aching and your head is pounding and you feel schwach, you have no energy in the world, somehow he's on fire. And he carries us across the line and begins the new year. I love Herschel Fox on Yom Tif, but the time I love Herschel Fox the most is when there are other cantors in this building. Because when there is another chazan in this building, another cantor, it turns on something in him. He's just so joyful. It's like he has to share with us this treasure. So he has been looking forward to this night for about a year. It's like, when you were 6 and had a sleepover with your best friend. He has been looking forward to this, and I am so glad that we finally get to enjoy this. So I'm going to give you a quick commercial, introduce our guests, and get to the music. We have a wonderful opportunity to enjoy 2 brilliant musicians tonight, 2 wonderful cantors, wonderful artists. We have a wonderful band celebrating. Chris, welcome back. Right? Plus, whatever we can squeeze out of Herschel tonight, and Judy's here, and we can squeeze something out of him. It's wonderful. Tomorrow morning, our two guest cantors are going to be leading service. There's a Torah study at 9 o'clock. And then starting at about 9:30, they're going to lead Shachrit and lead Musaf. If you'd like to come and hear a beautiful artistic rendition of the morning prayers, you're all invited. Then we're going to have lunch. Tomorrow it's enchiladas, as is the tradition in the Torah. And then following that, at about 12:30, 12:45, we'll gather in the small chapel for a conversation with the cantors. Talk a little bit about the history of cantorial music, its future, what it means to be a cantor today. That's about 12:45 for about an hour. Then go home and take a nap. Come back in the evening. We're going to have what's called in Hebrew Malava Malka, what's called in Yiddish a kumzitz, right? Which means come and sit down and share an evening of stories, songs, a little schnapps, a little snack. About 7:30 in the evening, come comfortable, don't dress up, but come with a good attitude. We're going to need everybody to sing. So tomorrow, in the morning, you can daven, in the afternoon, you can learn, and in the evening, you can enjoy stories and songs. We have two wonderful guests. Herschel's going to introduce them, but the two guests are very special to me. Benji Tisser grew up in this shul. Benji Tisser actually grew up in my living room because he and my son are best friends, and I got to enjoy his music growing up, and he's turned into such a remarkable voice in the community and a remarkably creative cantor. And Saul Zim, what else can you say? He's Saul Zim. Like, if you open the prayer book, every third page is Saul Zim, right? It's either Maimonides or Saul Zim, and they're about the same age. It's amazing. But, sorry. But Saul Zim really is recognized around the world as like the greatest cantor and an author of so much of the music, so much of the music that I sing in the shower, so much of the music that's part of our souls, so much of the music that has accompanied us at the moments of our simcha and the moments of our sadness and the moments of our communal prayer belongs to Saul Zim. And tonight he's here with us. We get to hear him in person. To introduce our guests even more personally, please welcome the maestro, Cantor Herschel Fox.
Boy, if I could talk like that, I would make a fortune, you know. This first cantor that I'm about to introduce, I wrote some notes, but I'm thinking I don't need any notes because I remember him from the first day we talked about Jewish music. I asked him to be in the cantorial chazanut class. Remember the little boys and girls in blue robes, and he was 7 years old. And so at the first rehearsal that we had on a Wednesday, I said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you know, they were about this short, but I called them ladies and gentlemen. I said, once you know from Shochinah to Tzur Yisrael, in the Silverman Siddur, it was 86 to, I think, 101, then you can be tested. And next week they came back, and Benji says, I want to be tested. I said, well, no, but you don't know yet from Shochinah to Tzur Yisrael. This is a true story. I said, you don't know it yet? He said, yes, I do. I said, okay, I'll get you a siddur. I don't need a siddur. I know it by heart. So I said, okay, do v'chulam potchim. So he goes, didn't sing as well as he does now, but chulam potchim. The guy knew anything I asked. That's when he was 7. After singing with me for about 3 weeks, he said to me, how much money do you make? And because I didn't have a terribly large salary like I do today, you know, I said to him, the salary, he said, when do you think I could have your job? Just, you know, no intros, nothing. And then I said, I need to pay off 2 kids, college, a mortgage, so that means I can't have it for a couple of years. I said it'll be longer than a couple of years. And then about 3 weeks later, he had heard Rabbi Shoy speak a few times, and he says to me, what does he do besides talk? So I said, well, you know, he talks a lot. He said, I could have his job because I talk a lot. And he did. Benji talked a lot, right? So actually I wrote down, he said, I can talk all day. Honest to God, he said that. So, and then as he grew up and he imbibed, he just loved in the same way that Saul, Zim, and I love traditional Jewish music. It comes from the heart and goes straight to the heart. No intellectual, just passion and the history of our people in those songs. And he loved it, and he studied at Jewish Theological Seminary, became a cantor. He is now one of the most innovative young cantors in America, and I had the pleasure of hearing him 2 winters ago, and my God, he was really, really, really wonderful. And so it is absolutely my joy and pleasure to introduce for the first time at a Farbrengen our own, oh wait, I got to say one more thing. Every time I would run into a teacher in the hall or on the at the parking lot across the street, you know, English is my third language. It just doesn't. I would say to them, you know, Cantor Kisser is singing this Friday night. Would you like to come? And they said, Cantor Kisser? I said, Benji is singing. I want to hear him. He made me miserable his whole childhood when I was teaching him. And everyone said the same. So, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the man who touched all of our hearts, Cantor Benjamin Tisser.
I'm not quite sure what to say other than, when are you retiring next? It is so special. I'm going to take the mic for a second. It's very special to be back here. I remember 24 years ago, almost to the week, about 3 weeks from now, was my bar mitzvah on this very bima. The first time I played the organ at Valley Beth Shalom was right there in that corner next to Ami Aloni, Zichrono Livracha. And I managed to get the job suffering along with Herschel on the bima for about a decade. We had a good time. We actually had a great time. But it's very, very special to be back. What I've put together tonight, Herschel said 5 pieces of music. You'll understand Saul got a nuance that I didn't. He said 5, 6 pieces. He didn't quite say how long they should be. So I picked 5 pretty short pieces of music, but they're very meaningful to me. The first of them is sort of a tribute to Los Angeles. It's written by my friend and our teacher, Cantor Mayor Finkelstein, who, of course, was at Sinai Temple for all of my childhood. It's called Avi Mori, and it's his story of a man who became a cantor whose father was a cantor and is no longer with us. It's called Avi Mori. I was young, so very young, when I first heard you singing. A voice from God, a sound so pure. I saw the joy you're bringing. And when you held me in your arms, get to be my age working with Jews, you forget. You'll catch up one day, Chris, don't worry. This next piece is called Misratze Berachamim. Herschel's correct. I had a privilege to grow up here. You see, there were very few places in the world where Yiddishkeit and Jewish music could live and survive as long as they have, like the shtetl of Encino, California, and that's due to Herschel's great fire and passion and love. So this next piece, Misratze Berachamim, which comes from the Tachanun service, was written by Mordechai Hirschman. If it sounds as Jewish as I think it will, that's due to my training with Chris Harden. If it sounds like anything else, you can write Judy Fox complaints about Herschel. Misratze Berachamim. Misratze Berachamim. So over the years, I had the opportunity to be introduced to the opera. In LA, I only knew the opera through Herschel's famous story of the opera. You've heard it a couple of times, but did you really understand it? And the truth is, I've been to a number of them, and I like bits and pieces, but one of my favorite arias is the tenor aria from Massenet's Werther. How many of you know Werther? It's okay, I don't either. But it's a beautiful, beautiful aria, and the music touched my heart very much. It felt almost Jewish, and it's in French. I know a little bit of French. So we'll see how this goes. It's called Pourquoi me réveiller? Why do I dream of such?
Pourquoi me réveiller au souffle du printemps? Pourquoi me réveiller sur mon front? Je sens tes caresses et pourtant bien proche est l'automne et tes oranges et tes tristesses. Pourquoi me réveiller au souffle du printemps? Demain dans le vallon viendra le voyageur, se souvenant de ma gloire première, et ses yeux vainement chercheront la splendeur et que trouver non plus que deuil et que misère. Hélas, pourquoi me réveiller au souffle du printemps?
So back to my childhood now. By the way, I'm usually a bit nervous to sing for my parents who are there in the fifth row. Tonight I'm especially nervous because all of my elementary school Hebrew teachers are here tonight. And not only are my elementary school Hebrew teachers tonight, the very first person to teach me a Jewish song is here tonight. Cindy. Where's Cindy Paley? Back there. I think my earliest memory of Jewish music before Herschel and before Ami and before Sid was sitting on the bima in the sanctuary and Cindy with her guitar, and she would sing a song, stand up when you see the Aron HaKodesh is open, right? Something like that, right? And we'd look up at this Aron HaKodesh. I've never seen an ark to this day so big like Valley Bet Shalom with so many Torahs in there. I just remember it and it stuck with me. And my parents somewhere have a video of me trying to play guitar, singing that kind of a song at home. But I remember a song she taught me as a kid, and it's in E minor, and it goes like this. And I hope you'll join me on this.
Oifen Pripetschik brennt a fire, und in Stub is heiß, und der Rebbe lernt kleine Kinderlach, dem Aleph Beis. Und der Rebbe lernt kleine Kinderlach, dem Aleph Beis. Zetsche Kinderlach, gedenksche Teire, was sie lernen doi. Sog je noch amol, und Tage noch amol, kommet Aleph O. Sog je noch amol, und Tage noch amol, kommet Aleph O. And I remember as a little boy during the concerts, some of the Cantors would sing a Yiddish song. It was written by Milner.
Oifem Pripachik is about the rabbi sitting by the fireside teaching the letters and asking the children, do you understand what you're learning here today? Milner wrote a piece imagining exactly the scene of what was going on there, and it's called In Cheder, and it's become one of the great Yiddish concert pieces, so I hope you'll allow me to share it with you this evening. In Cheder.
zu mir und ihr kicken die kleine Äußjelech, teire Äußjelech, gildene Äußjelech, gicher, gicher, kuma her. Kuma her, Ingelen, enter zu mir, und ihr kicke die kleine Äußjelech, teire Äußjelech, gildene Äußjelech, gicher, gicher, kuma her. Hab kein Meure nit, schreck sich nit. Ot azoi, setz sich weg, und heraus mit Kohl. Setz sich, ot azoi, sich zu. Komet's Alef O, komet's Beis Bo, komet's Gimel Go, komet's Dale Do. Pasach Alef A, Pasach Beis Ba, Pasach Gimel Ga, Pasach Dale De Da. Otazoi Ingele, Otazoi darf man lernen Ingele, oi weit euer Ingele, tia kick in Sider und sog schon noch amol. Komet's Alef O, komet's Beis Bo, hecher, starker, O, Bo. Otazoi darf man lernen Ingele, A, Ba, Ga, Da. Hecher, starker. Otazoi darf man lernen Ingele, A, Ba, Ga, Da. Otazoi, freilicher, lebendiger, gnarnig. Otazoi Ingele darf man lernen, toboire. Oi, teure ist die beste Scheure. Was gewähnt a teure Ingele, soll's nicht sein, kein Gnarnig. Ei, bist du a Gnarnig, Ingele, genug schön, vermacht dem Sider. Bist frei. Gedenk, mein Kind, a Jid darf lernen teurer. Azoi sagt uns der Heilige Boire. Als wenn wir dich fragen, wie hast du getan in Cheder, sollst du sagen, hat gelernt teure. gedenk teure, noch einmal teure, 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 Thank you. For the last piece of the first half of my program, it's fine. I promise you we'll be out of here by 10:30. Saul, I'm sorry for taking most of your time. The next piece is very, very special to me. I learned it while I was in seminary. It was written by Mark Lavry in 1949. Mark Lavry is one of the great composers of the State of Israel. He was born in Europe and came over as a very young man. It tells the story of the country, and I'll just read for you a couple of the verses in English so you'll understand. I dreamt a dream that we were suddenly redeemed from slavery and diaspora, and blue and white was from Beersheba to Dan, our flag in the valley and on the mountaintop. I saw fields cultivated in joyful chorus. The song was ours, a Hebrew song. I saw gardens blossoming with fresh flowers, and ours was the landscape and the fruit. I asked a soldier mightily armed, what is the password and how are the troops? He answered me, this young genius, the password is victory, and the troops have become the Israeli army. I cry out excitedly, am I still dreaming? For all of this is really here, undeniably so. Brothers, join hands, we can't do this by ourselves. Carry this miracle, this illumination, this dream. Thank you so much. Thank you.
He grew up, didn't he? That was just wonderful. Wonderful. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow morning both cantors will daven, and tomorrow night, don't miss, we're going to just sit in a circle, sing, tell stories, jokes, requests, whatever happens. I love this next man. He's really besides one of the greatest cantors in the world. Just to give you, I made a 25-minute introduction, so I wrote it down. He studied as a young man. Probably he's the last one in the world, maybe there's one or two other people, who studied one-to-one with Moshe Kusevitsky, the legendary cantor. He taught rarely. He just only took somebody very special. Zim became one of the two most prolific composers of Jewish music of the 20th century, and the most prolific composer of, I would call, traditional Jewish music in this century. His things, his compositions, his songs, at every wedding, at every bar mitzvah, at synagogue services, at Jewish entertainment performances throughout the world. He is a performer of all kinds of Jewish music par excellence. He was the first cantor in America to see that we needed to put more participatory music in the service. And he began to do that. I remember when he began to do it, many, many people criticized him. Now they realized that he found a way to touch many, 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 many hearts. Just to give you quickly, Shalom Aleichem Malache, that's his. Am I right? B'nai Yisrael, very popular in the 70s. Et hasha beini uvein b'nai, okay? I just wrote down 7 or 8. I'm almost finished. He made famous throughout the world, Am Yisrael Chai, Yam B'ribim Bam Bam, Kadesheinu. And of course, few of you have heard this next one, L'dor Vador, L'dor Vador, okay? You know, wait, he's going to sing it, so don't say it. The kind of money I'm making, I just talk. You know. And when they needed a melody for the magnificent words of the prayer for the state of Israel, done by the cantor of the Israeli army, the choir, and at all state functions, and throughout the Jewish world, every day, somewhere, somebody is singing the prayer for the state of Israel, Avinu, Avinu, written by Saul Zim. You getting what I mean? Okay, I'm almost finished. Sim Shalom Tova. You with me? That's my last. Okay. So you getting a feel, literally what Rabbi Feinstein said. I hate to quote Rabbi Feinstein, even though I write most of his sermons, I hate to quote him, you know. I never saw anybody our age who teaches as many students as he did. A year and a half, I did a show with him in New York at his shul, Hollis Hills Jewish Center, where you've been for 50-something years. 5 of his students sang with such passion, just like their incredible teacher, Cantor Saul Zim. Almost 30 LPs, Jewish LPs. On the book, I put it out there called Jewish Vinyl, Jewish Records. He's on the cover because he recorded more traditional Jewish music than any other person. I'm almost finished. Now, performer, lecturer, great entertainer, and one of the finest human beings you will ever meet. For his 3rd performance here at Valley Beth Shalom, the renowned superstar of Jewish music. Won't you welcome Cantor Saul Zim?
May God grant peace, love, and joy to us, the world, and Israel. All men shall stand side by side, praying for peace in Jerusalem. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'ale kol Yisrael, al kol Yisrael Amecha. Sim shalom tova uveracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael mecha, esim shalom tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu, aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yisrael mecha. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu lechu neranena l'Hashem. Come, let us sing a song to last the whole day long, to sing the long happiness and peace. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu lechu neranena l'Hashem. Come, let us sing a song to last the whole day long. We'll sing of joy, happiness, and peace. Hinei matov u'manayim she'evachim gam yachad. Sing a song of joy and sing a song of love for us and Israel. Sim shalom tova uvracha, chesed v'rachamim aleinu, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. It's peace, shalom, joy, love. Shalom aleichem, shalom aleichem, shalom aleichem. Hilnenu shalom aleichem. Hey Beinu, hey Beinu, hey Beinu, shalom, shalom. Hey Beinu, I want to hear it. Hey Beinu, hey Beinu. I need more. Hey Beinu, shalom aleichem, shalom aleichem, shalom, Shalom, shalom aleichem. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom. What a wonderful crowd. I envy you. I envy you. How wonderful it is to be able to get together on a Friday night, being able to be together and sing some Jewish things, all kinds of Jewish things. It's so nice. And such a warm crowd. My God. And it's not so hot tonight. Well, let me tell you, I enjoyed listening to Cantor Kisser, as they called him. He is so good. He is really the young people coming up and being able to share so much with younger people today, and of course people like me and a few of you. But it's so nice, really. I'd like to sing a song about all the women who have come here this evening. All the women who have come here this evening are really they're so Yiddish. Wer redt Yiddish du? A gebrotener Yiddish? I have to tell you, every word I heard come out of Benji, I didn't think he knew how to speak the Yiddish. And you gave us such a wonderful lesson. What a wonderful lesson you gave us in the Aleph Bays. You taught so many people a lot of things. Okay. I'd like to sing for you and dedicate this to all the women. It's called Mamale. As I watched you light the Shabbos candles, there's a sudden glow upon your face while you're standing there, just whispering your prayer. None can take your place. Mamale, Mother dear, I'll always call you Mamale. Tired eyes, wrinkled hands, but a simple heart that always understands. I remember how you used to comfort me, a little boy of 3 in bygone years. I remember how you took me on your knee, with a kiss you would dry my tears. Mother dear, I'd always call you Mama, Mama, Mama. Sei gebencht fin Gott, I remember how you used to comfort me, a a little boy of 3 in bygone years. I remember how you took me on your knee. With a kiss, you would dry my tears. Mama, Mama, mit Liebschaft will ich rufen dich, Mama, 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 sei gebencht wie Gott, Mama, sei gebencht wie Gott, What are we going to say? How do we say in Yiddish, a gypsy? Oh, we know. Look at this. A paar Menschen sagen a Zigeuner, and a paar Menschen sagen a Zigeuner. It matters which part of the country you come from. Okay, so I'm going to sing about a gypsy who's always looking for something. And, you know, in the old country, where all of our ancestry came from, well, let me tell you, the gypsies used to always go around from town to town and sing. And this is a song that came from Europe, Uzbekistan, believe it or not. But it became a big hit in Israel, and that's where it became very popular. Zingarella. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da-da-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Put your hands together. Over there. Zingarella, Zingarella, always looking for a fella. What a woman, what a lady, oh how she makes us crazy. Zingarella, Zingarella, woo! Zingarella, Zingarella, she's always dressed like Cinderella. She's wilder when she dances. She loves wild romances. Zingarella, Zingarella, Zingarella loves the ooh la la la, while she plays on her guitar. Da da da. Soon she'll be a ka-la-la-la. Zingarella, Zingarella, everybody. La-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la, la-la-la-la. I don't hear it. La-la-la-la, la-la-la-la-la. Zingarella, Zingarella, la 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 la, hi, la la. I'll tell you what, when I went to Australia, I learned a few beautiful words. I'm not hearing enough of you sing tonight. And it's Shabbos, a little zmiris together, a little few songs, okay? And here I want you to let's see how quick you can repeat me. Yabadaga ginga, jabonga gunga, a klot zu deine Zorges. Ich weiß auf jeden nicht, was ein Wort für so immer gelernt. Not one word do I understand. Okay. So let's hear a little more. I want to hear those voices because you sang it beautifully. Here we go. La 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 ya la 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 ya la la la. Everybody. Zingarelle loves to ooh la 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 while she plays on her guitar. La, la, la. Soon she'll be, God willing, a ka la la la. Zingarella, zingarella, oh, la 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 la. Everybody. La la, zingarella, woo, a zingarella, hey zingarella, zingarella, woo. Yeah. Wonderful. Now I know that there's Sidu Yidden in do. I mean, Heschel told me these people love to sing. He says, you know, Saul, I've been singing your stuff for years. How come you left out all the books that I wrote? I mean, you gave them a 10-minute 10-minute introduction. It's usually 20. I'm just kidding, of course. So, for many years, by the way, I enjoyed doing a lot of opera, and all chazanim love to do opera, you know. But when it came to, I did get a contract with the Vienna Staatsopera, and you know what happened? I have to tell you, I came home, I was recording my first Yiddish album, which was my first album, and I come home to my wife, and sie sucht mir azoi. Here are your bags, and you can go. I'm not taking our two boys to Vienna. And I don't want them going to that kind of a school right now. America's the place for us. So I said, okay. And I decided to start doing Jewish concerts because that's something I enjoyed so much. And that's what I do. And I love it. And I never regretted a moment, not one. So, you know, the three tenors used to go around and sing so much. How many of you heard them? Very good. You know what? I'm going to sing Luciano Pavarotti. He used to sing at the end of every one of his concerts, Vincerò, vincerò. I will be victorious, and I know that you know the aria, and I'd like to sing it for you. Nessun dorma. We'll pick it up. L'chaim. Yes. Nessune dorma, nessune dorma. E tu pure, o principessa, nelle tua fredda stanza, cuore di lesta, e che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Mare mio mistero non è chiuso in me, la nome mio nessun saprà, no, e solo la tua bocca lo dirò, quando la luce e di speranza più che le compiuganza e di speranza. Viene qua notte tramontata stare, tramontata stare, all'alba vincerò. So you needed a seventh inning stretch, I understand. Oh, God. Let me tell you, what a wonderful, wonderful way to be able to share so many evenings with you. And, oh, my God. I'm going to sing some of your favorites now. It goes like this. Because my mother used to ask this kind of a question. When I spoke to her, I said, where are the songs my mother sang to me? The songs I learned while sitting on her knee. I'll sing the ones that I remember. least forever. Where are the songs my mama sang to me? One of the songs that my mother used to sing to me, and my father, who was a chazan, a moil, and a shoichet. It's not funny. It's not funny. I'll tell you why. I remember when I was a young boy, and I'm in the house. I used to go home, by the way. I wasn't so bad because my father sent me away when I was 8, but he sent me away to learn in the yeshiva in Williamsburg, New York. Yeshiva Teure Vedas. And it was ultra, very, very orthodox. And then, so I have to tell you, I couldn't help but tell you, remember I said my father was a moil and a shoichet. So a woman knocks on the door one summer, and she says, Chazan, remember, tomorrow's the bris of mine nickel. Remember to bring the right knife. One knife is like this, and one knife is... Anyway, but it's a true story. It's hard to make up things like that. So, I have to tell you, yes, this was the song I sang to my mother sang to me. But I changed the words a little in English so everybody could understand them. This lullaby was sung by your Baba and Zayda. A lullaby so sweet, it has lived on for years. Go to sleep, my child, and dream along with me, humming and singing this sweet melody. Ya-lu-lu-lu, na-lu, unter jedes Wiegele steht a chlorweiß Ziegele. Das Wiegele ist geboren handeln. Das wird sein dein Baruf. I think everybody knows these words. Rojing mit man, raisins and almonds. Schlaf jeder schlaf. Rojing kes. Schlaf jeder schlaf. Schlaf Schlaf, Hallelu, Hallelu, So tell me, what is the one word that everybody needs in life? Love? Money? Right. Everybody needs F minor. Mazel.
Excuse us while we talk.
Okay. Thank you. Everybody needs a little mazel, mazel, chickum bum. Everyone needs a little mazel, mazel, mazel. It means good luck. Excuse me. I think we ought to all get it together. I think we should get it, okay? I don't mind doing it together. That's okay. No, we're not. Okay? What bar are we on? Let's go.
We're starting at letter E.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. So, if everybody has muscle, what else do we need? Good health. You're right. So, but with good health and muzzle, you can have a little muzzle, chicken muzzle. We all need a little muzzle, muzzle, muzzle. It means good luck. We all need a little muzzle. Muzzle means good luck. And if you have a little muzzle, you'll always have a buck. Mazel. Also ich schön ein bisschen Mazel. Mazel. It means good luck. Ever try to reason why we're not all the same? Some folks have 10 million. They can't even write their name. Mazel. Also ich schön ein bisschen Mazel, Mazel. Sie ist also schön, 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 schön. Here we go. Schön wie die Wunder, lichtig wie die Sterne, von Himmel am Matone, bist du mir zugeschickt. Schön wie die lichtig wie die Sterne, von Himmel am Matone, bist du mir zugeschickt. Deine Zähndalach, weiße Perlach, mit deine schönen Augen, deine Händelach, deine Fisselach. Oh, you make me crazy. Shine, 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 shine. Ja, badu, 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 bam, 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 mir bist du schön. Please let me explain. I don't hear it. Bam. I want to hear you singing with me. Bam, mir. Wow. Bam. Bam, mir bist du schöner für Geld. I could say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps to tell me how grand, how grand, how grand you are. Shine, 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 shine. Shine, shine. Means that you're grand. Wow. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there are very few places that I can go in the United States of America or Canada where I can sing a Yiddish melody and they say, we know it. Here I know they know it. Because it's wonderful to be here and to have all of you join me when we sing, when I sing, is an Azor. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That's why I wanted to get the entire group on it, because I know that you would enjoy that last thing with a little Yiddish, some Yiddish songs that became so popular in the entire Jewish world and in the regular American world. Amazing. But that was 50, 60 years ago, 60 and 70 years ago. So, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to sing a few of the songs that you may sing in shul or you may have heard over the last few years that I have written. And I'd like you to sing them with me. I'm sure you know them. I'm sure you've heard them. So it goes like this. Here we go. I want you to zim along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first song I ever wrote. Adonolom, Asher Mola, B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra, Ri'ed Nasa, B'chefzo kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Everybody, Adonolom, Ri'ed Nasa, B'chefzo kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. This song, Hasidim in Israel, they go around singing it. You know it. You've sung it for years, I'm sure. And it goes like this. Ya la 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 my die. Ya bye bye bye. Ya bye bye. Ya bye 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 bye. Ya bye 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 bye. Kadeshayenu b'mitzvotecha v'teinchakayenu v'toratecha sabaynu mitobecha v'samcheinu v'shuatecha v'taher libeinu le'avdecha be'emet v'taher libeinu le'avdecha be'emet. Everybody sing it. Lie, 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 bye, bye. Yeah, bye, 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 bye. Lie, 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 bye, bye. Lie, 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 lie. I think you sing this one here. Goes like this. It was the song I wrote for the Hasidic festival. You know, the Hasidim, they have a lot of fun. They wear long coats. Nobody knows, you know. Anyway, so it's very deep. Anyway, it goes like this. La 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 la. And Shalom Aleichem Malachi Malachi Elyon Mimelech Mimelech Balchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Bo'achem L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon Mimelech Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai 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 La 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 One more time La 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 a song that you know very, very well. It's called L'Dor Vador. It wasn't the first song I wrote, but it was about the fourth or fifth. And that's because that year, I remember, I was with a rabbi who said to me, Saul, they're not supposed to sit down after the Kedusha. They're supposed to stand to the end of the L'Dor Vador. I said, I've got it. And they go, now they stand to the end of L'Dor Vador. And that's when the end of the bracha takes place. So, as I go from year to year, teaching children who are dear how to live, how to give as a Jew. Teach them well, teach them now. So when they've grown, they too will tell how proud they are to be a Jew. Yes. This is when I went to synagogues, and I still do go to many of them, no matter where it is, whether it's South Africa, whether it's Australia, whether it's England, whether it's Belgium, France. They've always had children. And I've always given the music to the music teacher or one of the teachers and taught at least 3 or 4 songs to the children so that they too could come and sing and come into a synagogue and be part of davening. Not that they didn't learn it in the Hebrew school, but it was important that they do know melodies that are up to date. La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. L'Dor Vador, L'Dor Vador, L'Dor Vador, Nagid Godelecha, L'Dor Vador, L'Dor Vador, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו מהפינו לא ימוש לעולם לעולם באל לה 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 Let's hear everybody. God bless you. La 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 la. לדור ודור. Okay. I'd love to bring up someone who grew up right here, but I would like him to sing maybe a song and that I'm sure he knows. I'm not pulling it too fast on him because I'm sure when we've been at the cantorial conventions we've spoken and he knows this next piece. Because Shlomo Karlbach was my Rebbe. I remember going after him and listening to him so well. And listening to things when he was doing concerts all over. And I was so proud that he was able to get so many songs, so many prayers into temples and that they were done and people were singing them. So, by the way, this happens to be an anniversary for your cantor. I think it's the 38th anniversary of their wedding. Judy, stand up. Where is he? Abu. Oh.
It's okay, you can come up. After 38 years, you're allowed to sit next to her now.
Where have they gone? Judy complains. She says, where have they gone? They went so fast. And sucht, oh ja, brach. You are so lucky to have a chazan who really knows what to do with a congregation, to help people like you be a little more Jewish by coming out on a Friday. Farbrengen, a place where you come and you sing, you enjoy, but you're together as Jews, not only to the temple as to go for prayer, but for something that means a lot to you. And then maybe you'll come to the temple a little bit more, of course. That's exactly what it's about. I think it's wonderful. So, Oji Shama, this is for you, my dear man. Oji Shama,
That was very Jewish.
One, two, three, four. Kol sason vekol simcha, kol chatan vekol kala, kol sason vekol simcha, kol chatan vekol kala. עוד יישמע,
עוד יישמע
ביער יהודה,
יהודה
ובחוצות, ובחוצות ירושלים, כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן וכל כלה, כל ששון וכל שמחה, כל חתן וכל כלה, לי 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 לי. I feel like the Pope. Oh, Yishama, Beyar Yehuda, oh, Bechotzot, Yerushalayim, Kol Sason veKol Simcha, Kol Chatan veKol Kala, Kol Sason veKol Simcha, Kol Chatan veKol Kala, Lai 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 lai. Kol Sason veKol Kala.
Mazel tov.
Your product came out of this wonderful temple. It's wonderful. Thank you, Benji. Oh ja, da ist gewachsener Mensch. Ist gewohner Mensch. Du, now in Chicago, forget it. Okay. Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Let's all sing together forever and ever. Sing along with me. Sing, Chai, Am Yisrael Chai. Let's all sing together forever and ever. Sing along with me. We must all strive to keep alive the spark of joy, of happiness and love. The day will come when we are one. We'll walk with pride, our heads all held up high. It is my prayer that we all share. Raise your voice with me, let's sing together. The day will come when we are one. We'll walk with pride, our heads all held up high. It is my prayer that we all share. Singing every song we know of hope and joy. Sing, Chai, 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 Am Yisrael Chai. Let's all sing together forever and ever. Sing along with me. Sing, Am Yisrael Chai. Let's all sing together forever and ever. Sing along with me. Sing, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Ol Avinu, Ol Avinu, Ol Avinu Chai. Sing, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Ol Avinu, Ol Avinu, Ol Avinu Chai. Chai. Yes. Oh, we know that it's important for us to be as one and to live together. And I pray that all peoples can live together as one and learn to be one. How important it is for all, not only Jews, but all other religions. But I have to say one other thing. This next song was the song that I didn't write it. However, I had the record on this in 1966, and it became very, very, very well known throughout the world. I made the first record on this, and it was me and my brother Paul. It was the Brothers Zim at that time, and we sang together, and this went viral all over the world. I know that you know the song. I know you know the version. And when we come to the word Chai, I want you all to sing it out. I want you to yell it out. Because we know that Israel must live and Israel will live. Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Everybody, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael. Am Yisrael Chai. Here we go. Od Avinu, Od Avinu. Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Chai, 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 Am Yisrael, Chai, 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 Chai. First of all, I would like to say a thank you to your rabbi, to your cantor, to all of you who have come here this evening, because it wouldn't have been possible for this gathering, this Farbrengen, to be able to be part of a wonderful series that goes on monthly sometime. I think it's wonderful, Chazan, that you have brought this type of a program to these people. It really is wonderful. God bless you. And may you continue. May you continue ad Me'ov Esrim till 121. But you know, I know you do have good inspiration from your wife, Judy. She tells you what to do all the time. I know. Well, I want to say thank you to Chris Arden on the piano. Chris, you are a dynamite reader and a wonderful... We only had one little rehearsal this afternoon, so everything happened, and it's wonderful for you to be in charge of this little group. Thank you. Chris Blondale on the drums. Jonathan Pintoff. Jonathan on bass. And, of course, Ray Lipschitz. Von unsere. They are on trumpet. I want to tell you something. It's rare that you find such a wonderful group that can just pick up your music, read it, and an hour and a half to 2 hours later, just play it all. And I thank you all. Let's hear it for them. It's been a pleasure for me to be able to be here with also you're a protege of this congregation, and I think it has a lot to do with the Hebrew school that you had, but most of all, it had to do with your wonderful Chazan. He must have really worked on him. Did you really slap him the way he said you did? No, really? Oh, I knew that something was there. I knew that it was there. Here's a song I think all of you also know that I wrote, and it's Avinu Shebashamayim. I wrote it 30 years ago. I never did it at my concerts. And then all of a sudden I started doing it about 15 years ago, 10 years ago, I should say. And then wherever I went, people said, you know what, I'd like the music to that. And I used to give them music. And all of a sudden, when it was done by the IDF, Cantor, and the person, the son of in fact, that person who wrote the orchestration for me, unfortunately, just died 2 weeks ago, unfortunately. But I loved him, and the world sings it, and I'm proud of that too. And I'd like you to be able to share it with me this evening. Let's sing it together. Avinu Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Goalo. Avinu, Avinu, Shebashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Goalo. Baruch, Baruch et Medinat Yisrael, Reshet Tzmichat Geulatenu, Hagein Aleha, Be'evrat Chastecha, Ufros Aleha, Sukat Shlomecha. Avinu, Israel begohalo. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael begohalo. Ushlam מאחוריך ומיתך לראשיה שריה ויועציה ותקנם בעצה טובה מלפניך ותקנם בעצה טובה Avinu. Let's hear it. Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Avinu, Avinu. Shebashamayim. Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Yisrael v'goalo. Chazaik, 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 Jedai miginai Eretz Kodishenu. V'anchirayim Eloheinu Yeshua, Yeshua V'yateret nitzachon Chazaik, 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 Jedei Rasheha, chazaik, et Jedei Sareha, v'yateret nitzachon tiaterem, tiaterem. V'natata shalom, shalom ba'aretz v'simchat olam liyoshva Avinu, Avinu Tzur Yisrael v'goalo. Shamayim Tzur Yisrael v'goalo Tzur Yisrael v'goalo V'nomar Everybody, thank you and God bless you and Shabbat Shalom.